Hello everyone, and in today's video I'm going to show you tell you about the more details on eligibility criteria and the last date about food analyst examination and junior analyst examination. So just type fssi.gov.in or in even Google. If you type FSSAI, you will come to this page, and the moment you come to this page, you can see here there is a highlight. It's keep coming here: apply online for 7th food analyst examination and 4th junior analyst examination 2021. So this is updated on 12th April, most updated. So when I click that, so you go to the next window or go next page, wherein you will see the notice which is dated 4th April related to 7th food analyst examination 2021, 4th and 4th junior analyst examination. So first you can look at the notice, and then we will also see the syllabus, and how to apply online can also be seen in this video. So I'll open all these window and we will go one by one. So if you see, this is the notice which is in Hindi, and they have mentioned the written exam will be on 23rd May 2021, and the practical exam, that is paper 2, will be 17th or and 18th July 2021. So when you look at these, online applications are invited from eligible candidates in the prescribed format for 7th food analyst examination 2021 as per sub rule 2 of rule 2.1.4 of food safety and standards rule. And then you will see the theory paper which will be conducted this year online on 23rd May 2021, and the practical examination, that is paper 2, will be conducted on 17th and 18th of July 2021. And they have mentioned all the details about eligibility criteria, essential qualifications, experience, examination fee, syllabus, everything on this application site. Okay, so I'll be also telling quickly how is this application is carried out. And remember friends, the last date is approaching, that is 7th May. So hardly any days have remained, so it is better you start applying right away. And because maybe later on there will be more traffic at this portal, and therefore it is always good. And the application form is very very easy, very simple. It will not take much time. Hardly it will take if you keep all your documents ready, it will take just 30 more minutes. Okay, so and one more important thing, you have to decide that whether you would like to take the junior analyst examination or food analyst examination, and the eligibility criteria for all of these two examination is different. Now, so when you have this next window clicked here, on this first page, that is syllabus and apply online, you go to this page or the portal, and on this page you will see that all the information is given. And most importantly, I want to point it out that if you are interested and would like to take the examination also, FSSI has given an information in support of this examination. So here there are a lot of videos recorded by the scientists from CFTRI, wherein the syllabus has been covered very nicely and very systematically at this link. So if you are interested, you can have a look at it, and all the video lectures are as per the syllabus. So examination, if you look, the 7th food analyst examination and 4th junior food analyst, so there are certain important instructions that are being given, and those instructions are like, you have to choose either any one of these examination. Either you can choose 7th food analyst examination or fourth junior analyst examination. The difference between these two: for junior food analyst examination, you don't need any experience, work experience of a food analyst, whereas for food analyst examination, you need at least 3 years of experience. So candidates applying for fourth junior analyst examination will have to appear only for theory papers, whereas those who will be applying for food analyst examination will have to appear for both paper 1 as well as paper 2, which is a practical exam. If you are interested, I will also give you more information on practical exam, because I have conducted these practical examination twice at our center. I have conducted. So if any of you interested, we can definitely discuss upon it. So after clearing the theory papers, as per the laid down criteria or marks percentage, whatever, one can appear for the paper 2. So applications are only to be submitted online mode. No submission of application through any other mode. Before you fill up the online form, you have to make sure that you have an essential qualifications. No relaxation in the educational qualification as per the eligibility criteria mentioned. Examination fees is to be submitted only through online mode, and there shall be no refund of these. And then choice of the examination center needs to be given. So they have given, FSSI has also mentioned, if you see, opening of online portal for submission of application has started from 8th April, and last date for receipt of application is 7th May on online portal. And then you will receive admit card on 15th May, and the finally exam will be, that is paper 1 theory exam, will be conducted on 23rd of May. So, and then the results of theory examination will be on 14 June. And then if you are applying for the 7th food analyst examination, you will have to appear for paper 2, that will be a practical examination, that is on 30th June 2021. And then the exam will be conducted at different locations. There are locations, you have to give the choices or preference, like preference 1, preference 2, preference 3. For example, Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, Kolkata, you can choose as per your locality and the reach. And then those practical examination will be conducted on 17th and 18th July 2021, and the result of this food analyst examination will be on declared on 30th July. Okay, so these are these online examination cities, and you have to give the choice as per your reach. Now look at the syllabus. So before I look at the syllabus, I want to specify the eligibility criteria for junior analyst examination. Okay, it's a very very important, and you will have lot of doubts that whether I am eligible, whether I'm not eligible. So I will try to clarify here. FSSI has clearly mentioned, and they are not going to consider at all for essential education qualification. So required document needs to be submitted. So the candidate should hold a master degree, and they have specified that the master degree should be in chemistry or biochemistry or microbiology or dairy chemistry. So master degree means it can be MTech degree, it can be MSc degree. Okay, so in food technology or dairy chemistry, even dairy technology will come, microbiology, biochemistry, chemistry, very specific, food and nutrition. And in addition to these MSc degree, because those who have done BSc in the allied subject areas, they might have done MSc. So MSc in chemistry, biochemistry or microbiology or dairy chemistry, or food technology, food and nutrition. In addition to that, those who have done a 4-year BTech degree course, so either in dairy technology, oil technology, food technology, or hold degree in veterinary sciences from a university established in India by law, or in an associate of the institution of chemist, or any other equivalent qualifications that are recognized and notified by central government for such purposes. So B.Tech food technology students, those who are in final year, can also apply. M.Tech food technology student can also apply for this course, and those who have done BSc and they have completed MSc in any of these subject area can also apply. So for this examination, essential experience is not required, that is zero experience is required, no experience is required. So age limit is very specifically they have indicated for all general category candidates. Junior food analyst examination candidate have a age limit maximum 28 years, and for SC/ST category the maximum age a person can apply is 33 year, and for OBC candidate it is up to 31 years. And they have specifically mentioned that there is no reservation in whatsoever form, since this is not for employment, and fees is non-refundable, which is rupees 1500 through online mode along with the application form. So the junior analyst, once after acquiring 3 years mandatory experience in analysis of food, may appear only in paper 2 practical examination as and when conducted in future. The opportunity for appearing in paper 2 practical examination for junior analyst after acquiring 3 years of experience will be provided only once. Okay, so this is very, very important. Upon qualifying paper 2 examination, the junior analyst will become eligible to be declared as a food analyst under FSSR. So now, after seeing the eligibility criteria of junior analyst examination, let us look at the eligibility criteria for 7th food analyst examination. So what is the eligibility criteria for this? So the online application again are invited, and what is the eligibility criteria and essential qualification? The candidate should hold master's degree in again chemistry, biochemistry, microbiology and the similar subject, okay, as per the junior analyst examination. But here there is a essential qualification required. The candidate should possess not less than 3 years of experience in the analysis of food. Age limit is like there is no age limit for appearing for this examination. Anyone can apply for this examination, and again there is no reservation in whatsoever form. And the fees for this examination is 2000 rupees, and the candidates who qualify paper 1, that is theory paper, as per the laid down criteria, will only be appear for paper 2, that is a practical examination, and the dates of practical examination will be intimated separately. So now, once you understand the eligibility criteria, let us quickly have a look at it, the syllabus that is there for junior analyst examination as well as the food analyst examination. Okay, so when you see examination plan, like there is a theory paper, and as I mentioned there is a practical paper, paper 1 and paper 2. So paper 1 is a single session 3-hour paper, and the time mentioned is 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and there are various topics that are included in this. And number 1 is like food laws and standards of India and international food laws. The weightage for this topic is given is 20% weightage given to this topic. And then questions, a number of questions that will be will be around 40, and then in the next section, planning, organization, setting up a food analysis laboratory. So one should have information about this section, including NABL, ISO, IEC, and laboratory safety. So weightage for this section given is 10%, and the number of questions that will appear around 20. Then principle of food preservation, processing and packaging, 5% weightage. Principles and basics of human nutrition, 5% weightage. Food chemistry, again chemistry is very, very important in analysis, so here there are 20% weightage given. Food microbiology and food hygiene, again very important, 20% because in food safety we all know that food microbiology and food hygiene is so very important. So here there are 20% weightage. Physical, chemical and instrumental analysis, again if you are a analyst, then obviously you will do all these physical analysis, chemical analysis, and you will also handle simultaneously various instruments. So 20% weightage. So all questions will be of multiple choice question type. 4 marks will be awarded for each correct answer and 1 mark will be deducted for each incorrect answer. So it's very simple. And then the FAE and JAE candidates should secure a minimum of 40% to be declared as passing the theory paper. The candidates of food analyst examination 2021 who pass and qualify the theory paper, that is the paper 1, only will be able to appear for practical examination, that is paper 2. And the dates, venue, syllabus, everything will be intimated to only those candidates who qualify paper 1. The candidates of junior analyst examination, suppose who pass and qualify the theory paper, they will be awarded certificate as qualified junior analyst. And the junior analyst examination qualified candidates will be allowed to appear only for paper 2 only when they complete the requisite experience of 3 years, and this opportunity is available to qualified junior analyst examination only once. Okay, so only one chance. So syllabus for paper 1 is given in detail here. So the section 1 that is indicated is food laws, standards of India. There is a 20% weightage, and this is the detailed syllabus for the section 1, food laws and standards of India and international food laws. So here it is expected that, being a food analyst, when you analyze any composition from the food, or whether it is a physical analysis or chemical analysis or microbiological analysis, but whether it is within the permitted limits, for example moisture content in wheat flour or moisture content into any powdered sample. So for each sample there are different categories, and you all know that FSSI has different regulations for, and they have specified the food laws and standards. So one should be aware about these food laws and standards, and FSSI has published so many manuals upon all of these regulations and food laws. So they are freely available. You can download those PDFs, and you can start studying those. So food safety standards laws, it's a very very important. It's a 20% weightage given to this section. Then number 2 section comes like how to plan and set up a food analysis laboratory, including an NABL or an ISO or IEC, and laboratory safety one should be expected to be knowing. So here one should understand the requirement for setting up a laboratory, for the legal defensibility of analytical data. Also you are expected to know what is accreditation, different accreditation bodies, and how is documentation done. In fact you have to be very very specific when you are documenting. What are the titles in the documentation, prerequisites, and again in this section also a lot of PDFs and information is available. Laboratory safety, personal and laboratory hygiene, and all that. Principles of food preservation, processing and packaging. Being a food technologist, I'm sure we have studied these from first year itself, like water, forms of water in food, sorption of water, food preservation by various techniques, principle of preservation, blanching, pasteurization, heat sterilization, and we all know how these preservation happens. So this third section talks about principle of food preservation, processing and packaging, and likewise principle of basics of human nutrition, what is BMR, RDA, what is vitamins, minerals, all that. And then most important, like 20% weightage given food chemistry, again about water, carbohydrate, each molecule, or the chemical composition of the food has been expected, like very simple. Again, carbohydrate, like nomenclature, and what are the different methods of classification, the chemical properties, and then non-reducing sugar, reducing sugar, different color reactions. Very very basic information is expected to read. Again, all the chemical constituent, carbohydrate, protein, amino acid, vitamins, food additives, anti-nutritional factor, food enzymes, nucleic acids, and nutraceuticals, functional food. I'm sure all the BTech food technologists studies all these things. So plant pigments, radioisotopes, genetically modified organisms, food contaminant and adulterants. Then next comes food microbiology and food hygiene. This is also very well studied by food technology students, so it becomes very easy. Even theory exam, after theory exam also practical examination also becomes very easy, if one should one prepares for this. So physical, chemical, and instrumental analysis, and so on and so forth, like principle of this. So these are suggested reading, but there are a lot of PDFs available online also for analysis. And FSSI themselves have published various resource material on FSSI website. So this is all about the syllabus looks very easy. So now once you visit this portal, you have to register as a new user. So when you want to register, they have given some things you would need, some documents. You have to keep all the documents ready. You will also have to keep yourself ready for online mode payment, whether credit card, debit card, or NEFT transaction. So one has to first register to get the user ID and password. So and then this is the registration, this is the first page for registration. So you go and choose, first decide whether you would like to go for a 7th food analyst examination or 4th junior food analyst. Here you don't need any experience, but if you are already working as a food analyst in any food industry or food laboratory, or any organization where you have been doing food analysis for 3 years, then you can directly go for 7th food analyst examination. But if you do not have any experience and you are just fresh, BTech food technology graduate, or MSc in chemistry, biochemistry, food science, human nutrition, then you all can go for this 4th junior food analyst examination, because you don't need any experience. So you put here your name, middle name, and put all the details here. These are very very easy. You put your father's name, and then in the second column they will automatically turn it into Hindi. Like for example, if I write here my name as a Shalini, and then it's very easy. I have already created so it will automatically. And likewise you will fill up, you select gender, whether male, female, then you include your Aadhaar number, then you give the email ID, whichever you want to give, and then confirm the email ID. Mobile number also you can give, confirm the mobile number, and you select the category, whether you are from general category, OBC category, SC category, ST category. And then you would all need a date of birth document. Here when I was registering, I faced a difficulty. You have to convert only PDF form, and that too PDF of 5 to 20 KB. So there are a lot of online PDF compressors available. So first you convert your JPG into PDF, or if you already have a PDF, then compress it with the 5 to 20, between 5 to 20 KB, and then you can upload your date of birth document. And if you want to have age relaxation only applicable to category candidate, so in the category candidate here, suppose if I choose some category, okay, so if I choose any category, and then there will be another window will appear here, wherein you will have to upload a caste certificate, and then based on that you will give the date of birth, and then you include this captcha, and then your registered email ID, you will receive the login ID and password. So I have already registered and I have got the login. I've also completed all the details. I have filled this form. So first you have to complete the candidate's name, you have to give the mobile number, whether you are a citizen of India, you have to give the date of birth, you have to give the address, correspondence address, whether it is a permanent address. Then you will have to upload the document, like you will need a scanned passport photograph, which is again 5 KB to 50 KB, and then also you would need a signature, which is 5 KB to 20 KB, between the 5 to 20 KB. And then you go to the next thing, in which they ask all the academic details, like you have to give the qualifications. So in the qualifications you can either talk about master degree in chemistry, master degree in biochemistry, master degree in microbiology, in dairy chemistry, food technology, food and nutrition, food science, bachelor of food technology in food, bachelor of technology in dairy, and so on and so forth. But in case your degree doesn't fall or mentioned it here, you mentioned it as any other degree equivalent to the above with the proof. So you click this, and then you can document proof of the equivalent. So applicant holding qualification which are claimed to be equivalent to one of the specified qualification are requested to submit the requisite orders of competent authority, and so on and so forth. Then here you give the test center preference, whichever you would like to give. And then the last section that comes